Throughout history, humanity has gazed upon the sky, the oceans, and the forests with wonder. Every movement, every shape, and every sound raised a question. Can I do that too? Nature became humanity's first teacher. It was silent, yet its lessons were the result of millions of years. By imitating nature, humans created their very first inventions. The earliest attempts at human flight are the perfect example. In the 15th century, Leonardo da Vinci spent days observing birds. He sketched the way their wings glided, studied their angles of takeoff and landing, and designed flying machines inspired directly by nature. Centuries later, in the Ottoman Empire, Hezarfen Ahmed Celebi pursued the same dream. He watched the seagulls gliding over the Bosphorus. He built his own wing-like apparatus, and leapt from Galata Tower, gliding all the way to Üsküdar. It became one of the first great flights in human history inspired by nature. The dream continued in 1903 with the Wright brothers. The birth of modern aviation relied on the aerodynamic secrets of bird wings. Today, the small curves at the tips of airplane wings are direct imitations of eagle wingtips. But nature's lessons were not limited to the sky. Underwater, a second classroom awaited humanity. Dolphins glide almost silently through water. Under the microscope, their skin revealed tiny ridges that reduce water resistance. Modern submarines and high-speed boats are now designed with this principle in mind. Another lesson came from whales. Humpback whales have small bumps on their flippers. These allow them to make sharp turns with incredible efficiency. Engineers applied this natural design to wind turbine blades, making energy capture more efficient. In nature's silent laboratory, insects and small creatures also guided humanity. Honeybees build perfect hexagonal combs, the most efficient shape that uses the least material for maximum strength. Modern architecture and materials science still copy this design today. Ants create underground cities with ventilation, security, and storage long before humans ever built complex settlements. And the flight of insects, the flapping of a dragonfly's wings inspired the creation of microdrones. Today, miniature aerial vehicles for medicine, rescue, and exploration use the aerodynamics that nature perfected over millions of years. Humans first observed, then dreamed, and finally imitated. Every invention began with a glance. Nature's silent lessons built the foundations of our civilization. And its secrets are far from over. The next lesson lies with the invisible inventors. Humans didn't only learn from large animals. Some of the greatest inventions were inspired by creatures so small, they almost go unnoticed. Nature's tiny inventors offered massive solutions. From spider silk to bulletproof materials, the spider's web is made of delicate silk. But this silk is stronger than steel of the same thickness. Some spiders produce webs that don't tear, even in strong winds. Research showed that spider silk is flexible, lightweight, and incredibly durable. Scientists studied this and developed biosynthetic silk. As a result, bulletproof vests, artificial skin, ultra-strong lightweight materials were created. Inspired by spider silk, this innovation transformed not only defense, but also medicine and construction. From chameleon skin to camouflage technology, chameleons do more than just change color. Their skin contains light-reflecting crystal cells. When the spacing between these cells changes, they reflect different wavelengths of light, causing their color to shift. Researchers replicated this with active camouflage materials. Today, we see this in military uniforms, adaptive display screens, color-changing clothing. Some fabrics can now change color via electrical signals. Nature taught us that hiding is not just about color, it's about controlling light. From electric eels to bioenergy systems, electric eels can send powerful shocks into the water. Their bodies contain biological battery cells. Tens of thousands of these tiny cells work together to generate high-voltage discharges. Inspired by this, scientists developed bioelectric battery systems. They're now used in medical implants, wearable electronics, wireless energy systems. The electric eel is one of nature's most stunning examples of wireless energy transmission. From lotus leaf to water-repellent surfaces, water never sticks to a lotus leaf. It rolls off, taking dirt with it. This is known as the lotus effect. Under a microscope, lotus leaves have tiny structures that repel moisture. Inspired by this, we now have self-cleaning glass, waterproof fabric, smartphone coatings, clean solar panels. This technology was directly copied from the natural surface of the lotus. A flower-guided modern engineering. From shark skin to antibacterial coating, shark skin has small, V-shaped scales. They make it hard for bacteria to attach. In the ocean, sharks rarely grow algae or slime. Scientists mimicked this structure to create antibacterial surfaces. Today, they're used in hospitals, medical tools, athletic gear, swimming pools. Surfaces inspired by shark skin are among nature's most effective hygiene technologies. Humans looked at tiny creatures not just with curiosity, but with the eyes of engineers and scientists. And they discovered, there are no unsolved problems in nature. Only solutions we haven't noticed yet. The next lesson lies within the mathematics of nature. Inside a small beehive lies one of the most perfect mathematical structures, a hexagonal honeycomb. Why do bees choose the hexagon? Scientists studied this for centuries. The answer shaped engineering history. The hexagon covers the most area with the least material. Honeycombs are both strong and efficient. Every cell locks seamlessly into the next. Today, this design is used in aircraft wing skeletons, lightweight carbon panels, space station structures. The bee had already solved the golden rule of engineering. Seashells and the Fibonacci spiral. When you pick up a seashell, you see a spiral that seems to grow by itself. This spiral follows the Fibonacci sequence: 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13. Each number is the sum of the two before it. Nature repeats this sequence in plants, shells, and even galaxies. Architects and engineers used this formula to create durable spiral staircases, wind-resistant towers, flexible robotic arms. The Fibonacci spiral is where beauty meets function. Nature found the same solution for strength and elegance. The golden ratio. Plants chasing the sun. Look closely at a sunflower, and you'll see seeds arranged in spirals. This arrangement follows the golden ratio. The golden ratio is nature's most efficient packing method. It ensures that seeds don't block each other. Sunlight is captured in the best way. Engineers applied this pattern to solar panel arrays for higher efficiency, satellite dishes for better signal reception, energy systems for maximum output. Nature had already discovered the best way to harvest light. Snowflakes and crystals. The engineering of symmetry. A snowflake may exist for only a second as it falls, but in that moment, it shows perfect hexagonal symmetry. Under a microscope, no two snowflakes are alike, yet all follow the same geometric principles. Water molecules naturally form this pattern. By studying this, scientists developed nanomaterials, anti-icing and water-repellent surfaces, lightweight but strong structures. Each snowflake is a silent engineering manual, falling gently to the earth. Nature's mathematics is everywhere, yet often invisible. A bee, a seashell, a snowflake, each is a masterpiece of engineering. Humans learned these silent lessons and built their own technology. Nature continues to whisper formulas to those who are willing to observe. The next lesson lies in the intelligence of motion in nature. Humanity has not only copied nature's shapes and mathematics, but also its movements and behaviors. Every step, every turn, every flight, is a silent engineering lesson. And these movements became the hidden inspiration behind modern technology. From bird flocks to drone technology, have you ever seen a massive flock of birds? Hundreds move as if they are one body. No collisions, no chaos. Scientists studied this and developed swarm intelligence algorithms. Today, these algorithms power drone fleets, air traffic management, efficient search and rescue operations. Each bird follows only its closest neighbors. This simple rule creates perfect coordination. Now, military and delivery drones use the same principle to fly without collisions. From fish schools to autonomous robots in the deep ocean, thousands of fish turn at the same moment. No collisions, perfect coordination. This inspired fish school algorithms used in swarm robotics, autonomous underwater vehicles, crowd simulation and safety systems in modern research. Swarms of small robotic fish explore oceans the same way natural fish schools move. Nature solved distributed movement systems millions of years ago. Cheetah speed and high-tech design. The cheetah, the fastest land animal, can reach speeds of 110 kilometers per hour. Its secret is flexibility, not just power. Its spine acts like a spring, its stride length increases dramatically, its tail maintains perfect balance. Engineers applied this to Formula One car suspensions, high-speed train aerodynamics, flexible running shoe designs. Nature's balance system for speed guides human engineering today. Bat echolocation and radar technology. Bats see in the dark using their ears. They emit sound waves and listen to the echoes to map their surroundings. This is called echolocation. This principle led to radar and sonar systems, submarine navigation, ultrasonic guidance for the visually impaired, autonomous vehicle sensors. Every time a plane lands in fog, or a submarine navigates in darkness, it uses the eyes of sound inspired by bats. Penguin energy efficiency. In Antarctica, thousands of penguins huddle together to survive the cold. Outer penguins rotate inward, and inner penguins move out. This cycle creates energy and heat efficiency. Engineers replicated this behavior to create energy-efficient heating and cooling systems, crowd flow management in public transport, smart building occupancy algorithms, nature's efficient motion patterns, even inspired urban planning. Nature's motion algorithms and artificial intelligence. AI engineers now copy animal behaviors and motion algorithms. Examples include ant colony optimization, right-pointing arrow logistics and route planning, bird flock algorithms, right-pointing arrow drone and air traffic control, fish school algorithms, right-pointing arrow, big data and network simulations. Nature developed problem-solving methods over millions of years. Artificial intelligence is simply reading nature's code. By watching nature, humanity built its own technology. Sometimes it was a bird in the sky, a fish in the ocean, or a bat flying in darkness. Each became a silent teacher. Every movement is a lesson. Every lesson leads to an invention. And nature's classroom is still open. The next lesson will explore how nature shapes the inventions of the future. Humanity has moved beyond observing nature. We now use it as a laboratory for innovation. Every leaf, every wing, every drop of water is a door to future inventions. Nature is the result of millions of years of experimentation. And humanity is finally learning to read its results. Next generation materials inspired by nature. The cities of the future will be built with materials that are light, strong, and flexible, just like those in nature. Spider silk is stronger than steel and more flexible than Kevlar. Today, labs are producing synthetic spider silk. Bridges, aircraft, and protective gear of the future may rely on it. Self-healing materials, inspired by skin and muscle tissue, will allow bridges to close their own cracks and airplane wings to repair their own surfaces. Lotus-inspired superhydrophobic surfaces will create vehicles and buildings that clean themselves. Biomimetic robots and artificial intelligence. Future robots will mimic the intelligence and movement of animals. Dragonfly robots will search disaster zones. Ant swarm robots will explore tunnels and mines autonomously. Dolphin-inspired underwater drones will silently map the oceans. Their intelligence will combine natural swarm behavior algorithms with artificial intelligence. One day, cities will have autonomous drone networks in the sky, and underground robots organized like ant colonies. Energy and sustainability. Nature never wastes energy. Future energy systems will follow the same principle. Artificial photosynthesis will copy plants to generate clean, limitless energy. Sunflower-inspired solar panels will track the sun, achieving maximum efficiency. termite mound ventilation systems will shape energy-saving architecture. Nature's model of sustainable energy will form the foundation of future cities. Medicine and biotechnology. Nature's healing code. Nature is also the best healer. Lizards regrowing their tails inspire human tissue regeneration. Starfish repairing their bodies will lead to self-healing prosthetics. Leaf vein fluid transport inspires nanoscale drug delivery systems. The line between human technology and nature will blur. Hospitals of the future will be full of nature-inspired inventions. Looking ahead, decoding nature. Humanity first mimicked nature to fly. Now, we develop robots, AI, and biotechnology from nature's silent lessons. In the future, self-sufficient cities, nature-inspired energy networks, bio-robots and AI ecosystems will be part of our daily lives. Nature still whispers. The solutions are here, if you only look closely. Humanity observed nature. We learned from the intelligence of animals, the patience of plants, the silence of the oceans. With this inspiration, we flew, dived into the deep seas, built cities, and created machines. But we forgot one thing. The inventors we copied were silent. They had no voice. And while we pursued our inventions, we endangered their lives. We learned to fly in the skies. But many of the birds we once admired are gone. We took inspiration from eagles, but destroyed their forests. We unlocked the secrets of the oceans. But our sonars, ships, and plastic waste disrupted the paths of whales and dolphins. We learned speed and energy from them, but polluted their seas. We learned engineering from bees. But the chemicals in our fields wiped out their silent armies. Without them, the balance of life is shaking. Today, nature lets out a silent scream. A loss we barely see is happening. The creatures we admired are disappearing. But it is not too late. Humanity can give back what it took from nature. Through conservation, clean energy, and sustainable engineering, the future can exist with the silent inventors of nature. The final lesson of this documentary is clear. We imitated nature, but we did not protect it. Now is the time to protect the lives that inspired us. It's up to us to create awareness for these silent inventors. If you enjoyed this journey, I'd love for you to subscribe and share. Protecting nature means protecting our future.